dress for men or do you dress for yourself?
Well, I think we dress for each other, for women, more so
Yes.
than for
I
men.
think so.
You think
I
you dress,
really
all right,
do.
Lisa, do you dress for women?
No.
I didn't think you would.
Yeah.
Yeah, right.
But who do you think I dress for?
Yourself.
Exactly.
Well, we do
Right.
dress
I
for
see you dress
ourselves,
for
but we
yourself.
compare ourselves to other women,
Although,
Right.
as opposed to what a
Isn't
man
that a
would
trap?
say.
Wouldn't that be a trap
what do you
though, to be
compare,
dressing
though?
for?
What do you
Let me just. Yeah, wouldn't that? Yeah,
Office
and
wear?
I'm taking it.
Office wear?
Right.
I think because I work in an industry where it's very much male dominated, I try to fit in. So wearing the suit
Yes.
look, I think I fell into that trap very early on.
The uniform.
And not wanting to stand out and being, it's bad enough that you're a woman and you're working in a man's world. So you try to incorporate
it's
your
bad enough
style.
that you're a woman working in a man's
I
world?
don't mean
I know
that
what
in
you're
that
saying.
in that
Right,
respect.
right.
I mean that you want to fit in because
Right.
that's human nature. Even though I know I'm a woman and I know I'm very capable, that has nothing to do with it. It's the appearance and how you want to be viewed at. I also don't want to be viewed as a sexual being getting ahead in a corporate world because I'm sexy or because of my looks.
Right.
So I think I downplayed my femininity, but at the same time I respect my femininity, but you have to be very careful. I think this is just my opinion. It's a fine line.
Because that's a choice that you've made. Because I know
Right,
that
and
there's some women
maybe
who up
at this point
their
it's a wrong
sexuality.
choice, or it's time to change that.
We're trying to get a point in.
Yeah, I mean,
Right.
and you raise a really, I think, a really important point. As women, are we trying to fit in, and are we underplaying and denying an asset that we have? Our difference is what makes us. Now, there are appropriate ways to do it. You don't go into the office in a black see-through, you know, and
So people
cleavage
have.
hanging out.
People have.
It depends. It depends on the client.
Yes, I think you're right.
Hey, and there are people who think that way.
But the thing is that do you deny your femininity in the business world? And in a man's world, that's what makes you stand out. So are we trying too much to fit in and denying, denying our strengths?
but that's just a sidebar. I don't think
Yeah.
that that's really, what makes you consciously
Can
think
I bring
about
it back for a second?
Right.
Because
Yes.
it was interesting. I had a big launch this week, and I wore a dress that was beautiful, but I wore a black blazer on top of it. Now, and someone who I work with said, "Take the blazer off." I said, "I don't want to take it off,"
Right.
because I was producing, and when she came over, she said, "Karen, no blazer."
Right.
And let me tell you something. It gave me the confidence.
Right.
Hearing from her, it was worth the time and money. Like, to me, it's worth the investment to hear someone say, thumbs up. It gave me the confidence because I did wear that dress this weekend. It's very interesting. I would have ordinarily not, like I went to a party Saturday night, wore that black dress that you picked out for me, which was drop dead gorgeous. I would never have picked it out. She said it looked great. I trusted her, like you said.
Right.
What color
You
was
have
it?
to
Just
This
dress
one
black.
Saturday night was black.
Like you said, black.
But it was spectacular.
For some reason, I still have fuchsia on the brain.
I have a purple dress that I wore. But I want to just go back because you really pinpointed it. You trusted her, and that's how I felt.
Do you trust yourself too, though, or you're not? You're not at the
Not
point
that I
of
don't
trusting
trust
yourself?
myself, but I don't care as much about fashion. It's not that
And also,
important
you're going to
me.
fall back. You fall back to your old habits.
Yes.
It's easy to
I
fall
don't.
back.
It doesn't matter to me. I don't really
But
want to
something you said, Karen, I think is really key, and part of the message I think in this show is when you feel good in your clothing, and when you're not tugging, when you're not worried
When you're
about
not tugging,
popping open or
right.
showing up or whatever, you feel confident, and that's what makes the difference.
Yeah.
And so, we're not hiding, we're not overexposing, but we are playing up in a polished way our best asset.
Right.
And talking about that, I want to segue just a little bit. You talked about polishing up our best assets. What about foundation?